My videos and my donos do not stand still. Slop is the law of commentary, and those who look only into Petscop 2 are certain to miss Darkwood. I said, are certain to miss Darkwood. Oh, I missed that.
Penguin Z0, this Mr. Beast drama was the last straw. I almost had to make a video about you. Now we are invited here today. In good faith, to cover this drama.
And why is he here? He's a groomer.
As I always say, have an iPad kid fanbase, but never text them inappropriately.
Now boys, as I like to think, in the long history of commentary YouTube, there are only a few generations. Just stop donos, Cody. Sit down.
It appears the channel has been infected.
Slop. Boys, at times like these, our furry men must and will be massive to ensure all forms of inflation. Boys, inflate.
¡Viva la revolución!
Any last words, pyrocynical, before you start falling off?
Yes, Pyro, any superlative words of inflation?
Do not pray for Petscop 2, boys. Pray to be epic gamers.
Pyrocynical's by far one of my favourite YouTubers of all time, and the reason I say was is because he has changed. Over the past year, you may have noticed that Pyro has switched his content type almost entirely. Today, I'd like to tell you about his journey, and about my journey as a viewer and fan of Pyrocynical. Now, I'm not here to talk about Pyrocynical's numerous controversies that litter his YouTube career, as there are many other videos covering that topic. Pyro Live's content gradually switched from occasional talking about drama and just funny stuff aside from his main channel, to eventually posting almost every single day, streaming every single day, and switching his content to a more situations insane Penguin Zero type beat. You can see here that he's becoming more like Moist Critical instead of the Pyrocynical we once knew. They also went from 8 to 10 minutes to 20 to 40 minutes, sometimes even being an hour long and only being about a subject that you could cover within a matter of minutes, and if you're monetized, 8. Now, Pyrocynical's live channel and Pyrocynical's main channel were of course running at the same time. Pyrocynical's live channel started running about 2 years ago. A lot of them weren't even 8 minutes. Most were 6 minutes, or 7 minutes, or 5 minutes. They were discussing situations, but a lot of them were just discussing situations that were relevant to Pyro or Pyro's fanbase, not just relevant to the whole internet or the world. Nothing news-based, so you could say that he's been doing Slop for a long time, but he hasn't really, because 2 years ago he was focusing on his main channel, until eventually he stopped doing that. Now, I started watching Pyro when he was in his phase of making videos about shows like Tall Girl. He would make his 20 minutes, 40 minutes, to 7-hour videos, and he would do some gaming in between times. Then he started doing even more gaming videos that were over an hour long. At that point, I realised that, he's going for more long-form content now, and most of it's based on games. But then I noticed, because I follow Pyrocynical, YouTube kept suggesting me Pyro Live. However, I noticed that the posts on it were from 6 days, 5 days, 4 days, 3 days, 2 days, 1 day, 24 hours. It was always every single day. He started uploading more and more on that channel, so I subscribed to it. I would watch his live streams, which would mostly be about games, and then once those games had been played, he would edit that into a video and post it on the main channel, although over time, those videos would just end up as live streams on the live channel. Eventually, he would start doing even more Slop videos and even neglect the gaming. For a long time, he would make videos about subjects that I didn't even hear about because at the time I didn't watch Slop YouTubers. After that, I started watching even more because I watched Pyro Live, so YouTube suggested more to me. I didn't even realize the rabbit hole I was going down. I also noticed that at the time that Pyrocynical was incredibly close to Penguin Zero. It would be a very vague title, a thumbnail that would either just be a really low quality screenshot of the situation, or just a random frame from the video like him sitting in his chair. It would always be 8 to 12 minutes long, and would be kind of clickbaity in nature. It would be informational, but that's about it, pretty much nothing else. And I noticed that, and I realised he's basically just becoming Moist Critical. And speaking of which, you may wonder, Why do people praise Penguin Zero, but not Pyrocynical? For a start, the community hates him for this. Not the whole community, but a lot of the community. As I noticed way more comments saying things like, bro fell off, what are you doing, Pyro? Stuff like that. However, Penguin Zero, he may be doing a slop. He's even known as the Daily Upload Man, but he has perfected his slop over years and years and years. That's his content. Not to say he only does that and he's always done that. He obviously does other gaming stuff, but that's just like Pyrocynical. That's just another reason for me to say that Pyrocynical is trying to copy him. Of course, there are many videos about this over and over again, from a lot of people saying they used to like Pyro, but don't watch him anymore. So people didn't like it when he did that. Penguin Zero is known for that. If you're known for that and that's what you do, then people are going to take it way better. Although YouTube does have a slot problem with all these channels, Pyrocynical was one of the few that didn't do that, and then suddenly started doing that. For a while he started doing it, and I just kind of realised, like, he's going to do this for ages. Every month I think, damn Pyro, it's been like half a year since your last video. His last video, since he started doing that with Buckshot Roulette, that was the proper crossover point. Then weeks turned into months, months turned into a year, the Darkwood video, but mostly it would be slop situations and stuff everyone's already heard of about a million times in drama videos because the situation is insane. He posted a picture on his Instagram of him dressed up, saying Darkwood video coming soon in the description, and I was like, oh, a new gaming video, that's great, even though we already have so many of them. At least he's going to start posting on the main channel. And then, shortly after that, not even that long, a few days, I went back to his Instagram and he deleted the post. He's done so much slop that not only did he release the Darkwood video a year after he said the Darkwood video was coming soon, he also deleted the entire post. Just completely, and then reposted it once the Darkwood video had come out. Speaking of which, that day was great. Although it's 8 hours, and I'm probably never going to watch it, I just like to see that he's posting on his main channel. And then it happened. He posted again. All his videos, past the ones about Netflix shows, are all an hour long and usually game related, but the ones recently are about YouTube and the slop situation. And I thought to myself, why would you do the most cynical of slop for a year, and then turn on it and make videos about how it's infecting YouTube and it's a bad thing? Was this all a social experiment? Was he doing this to show people how bad it really is? To show people how bad it is for a YouTuber to do that? He wanted people to get a taste of how terrible the slop situation on YouTube and the modern internet is. So he just did that whole thing just to show people, and also, I guess, get some cash on the side. Anyway, yeah, sorry for all the voice cracks. I really hope everyone's doing okay. Just a quick rant I had there. So yeah, I hope everyone's doing okay, and yeah, if anyone sees this, I'd like you to tell me what you think of the whole situation, what you think is going to happen, and maybe Pyrocynical will see this. He probably won't, but yeah, just a rant. Anyway, peace out, guys.